that side, and Vision Strikers likes to get through that window, so I love that trap wire placement there inside of Garage. You can see PTC already getting lined up. I love to see PTC here on the breach. He's really, really strong on it. Of course, everybody knows PTC is the most versatile player maybe in all of Asia. He can play anything. He's an old school tac shooter player. He's very, very strong. But to start this out, Achilleos, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, just a lot of lurking around here from Vision Strikers, just trying to find some information, see where they want to execute on. Allies in Garage, trapwire set up for that window access, otherwise somebody could have crept forward there. So we're going to see Chalala sitting back in the cubby on the Garage exit, but now they're going to see them as they cross through into the lobby. PTC still got this lineup. Decides not to pull the trigger on it. We'll wait until they get a little bit closer to the site. Once they have line of sight to try to pick them off one by one. Cloudburst come out, Buzz gets himself into the site. RP in the meantime manages to find two, and Buzz, despite getting tagged up early, will manage to find John Olsen in the end. Vision Strikers now have the site. They've got 5 men strong, and it's Chalala and Superbus to try to retake.
I mean, the coordination here is so darn good from the Vision Strikers. This is what you expect, and it's nice to see it on the pistol round. You know, one of the big things early on in the year that was one of the criticisms of the Vision Strikers was their inability to secure pistol rounds. And Full Sense, to their credit, was very good in pistol rounds during the LCQ for APAC. So here for the Vision Strikers, this is a big statement to start this game.
Yeah, very much is. A clean pistol round start for Vision Strikers, always something a bit terrifying if you're on the opposite side. Chalala pushes out from Heaven, manages to find one, takes out King, but then Superbus will get traded, and now it's all on the lone Cypher. Stacks going aggressive. He's going to be greeted by the double right click. Will get taken.
So this was a wide open site for the Vision Strikers.
Yep, and now we're right back in for the second round. Mako just going to be bodyguarding while they try to get that ult or picked up for Stacks, and man, they will even push out quite a bit of damage there onto Superbus.
Concealment.
And given how far away Lammy is, getting healed up, it's not going to happen for quite some time. He's actually pushing through sewer all the way up to A lobby. He's backed up by John Olsen for a bit of a crossfire. RB hanging back to see. So it's kind of anticipating that they're going to be playing aggressively in this spot. I mean, this is something that we were seeing repeatedly from John Olsen, getting some punishing picks out onto Soldam when he was pushing forward like this, but he's actually going to get tagged up quite a bit, so now going to be down to 30 HP.
Yeah, John Olsen is a player that runs pretty hot and cold, to be frank, and that's not just like a superlative that a lot of people say. This is the MO of him from the region. Now here comes the execute for the Vision Strikers.
Yep, making their way forward. King's going to find Chalala. Strikes him down. Stacks gets on top of Superbus, so they finish up one of the tagged up members here. John Olsen still not receiving any healing here. He's next to Lammy, but he doesn't have it available, obviously, so won't be able to receive anything. So 30 HP to try to retake against 5. I mean, this is basically what you're going to expect versus Vision Strikers when they do win the pistol round. The anti-eco is going to be very, very clean from them. So very well maybe ending this round flawlessly.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Lammy to find much value outside of maybe an exit frag or something like that, with that shorty waiting for the members of Vision Strikers to start pushing around. You can see there was a Sheriff invested here for John Olsen. Again, he's very, very good with it, but so far hasn't found much out of the way, but here we go.
Good value fault line. Does manage to catch multiple, but Stacks is still going to find that headshot. I mean, he's already got the Rolling Thunder online here for the next round, so see if he survives. He does. Long-range little shots there with the Spectre, and Lammy's just going to be waiting to run in.
Be aggressive necessarily, like PTC was talking about the interview previously, but he's got to come up big here. He's got to support John Olsen. He's got to enable John Olsen to do what he does best, and that's frag out of his darn mind. All right, well, RB just looking to try to see if John Olsen's going to come out of this smoke. That smoke set up there by Full Sense. There's one of those guiding lights, just going to stall things a little bit. Here's the response from RB with the Trailblazer. Not much information to be gained off of this.
And not seeing too much. John Olsen sending out a couple shots. Can't tell if he actually got a connection, but we know that he did get tagged down quite a bit. Still starting to play forward. The Rolling Thunder available will just be used. It's not going to catch anybody. They're all hanging back outside Heaven Stairs.
It's a great read.
And now look to retake the site. John Olsen already in. Gets a nice little tap there onto King. Takes out one. Needs to do more. Finds Buzz just moments before that flash goes off. Gets the kill. Stacks, however, still here to try to hold it down. Tries to go for the flashpoint. Can't make it happen. They get the cleanup. They'll get the defuse. And that is Full Sense on the board, 1-2.
This is a phenomenal play call here from PTC. Just get off the site.
Tie it up. Vision Strikers going to be looking to put a halt to that, though, as quickly as they possibly can. Tailwind forward. Phases out. John Olsen is going to gently drift back. Says, okay, there's two of you. I'm not going to mess with that. Pulls away. No harm, no foul, realistically.
That was a good little setup there from the Vision Strikers to at least stall that aggression.
Buzz got an inkling, and King is there for the follow-up. Lammy gone down. That's a very nice early pick. That's a lot of the info gathering eliminated here for the side of Full Sense. Don't have those guiding lights to try and confirm whether or not Vision Strikers is lurking around a particular part of the map. Superbus trying to play forward just on the opposite side of the door. Bus just going to creep back, join in with the rest of the squad, and seems like we may yet again be heading over to the A side.
I think they might have spotted Superbus, or at least sensed enough that he was going to be trying to do that. So Superbus trying to get aggressive. This is exactly what PTC was talking about. This guy loves to get up close and personal on these controllers. One of the most aggressive controllers you're going to see at this tournament, and it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who's watched the SEA region.
I actually like it. He hears the turret. It's going to be taken away now, but he put a Nebula down just to cover that up so he could creep out of garage undetected. The execution's already getting ready to come through here onto the A site. Cam does manage to get a spot onto one. Buzz going to go down. John Olsen tries to push the corner to get stacks, but will manage to fall. Mako takes out Superbus, finding that counterpart Astra. So Mako's just going to be lurking in the back, waiting for someone to peek their head out of heaven. PTC trying to creep in. Chalala manages to come up with a kill. I'll confirm PTC's presence, though, with that guiding light. Nice flashpoint, forces him back around the corner, just buying time. A little clear the cubby. Shot going through, fault line not going to connect. They see stacks for a moment. He'll pull back to the opposite side. He's got it again. The Rolling Thunder crashes through, manages to stun both. Holds the aftershock now. Just waiting for them to push, but Full Sense may have to just end up saving their weapons here. Still going to look to go for it, and they will find stacks. That's 3 kills now for Chalala. RB around the corner, manages to find one. Chalala, he's going for the push. He tucks away just in time, spots him out, gets the head.
Enough credit, frankly, on this unbelievably star-studded roster.
Oh yeah, I mean, he went from being the one in the spotlight for the longest time, you know, throughout stage 1. Not so much in stage 2, I suppose. But at the very beginning was constantly in the conversation for, you know, being one of the best Jets in the world. He's completely changed up his style. Mako, though, has not. He continues to lurk outside of C. Long gets that nice kill, putting Superbus in the dirt.
Well, this is not good for Full Sense here. You can't be throwing over these early picks to the Vision Strikers. That makes things just insanely more difficult with a team that trades very well. Mako's so good around the corner. Gonna get John Olsen.
John Olsen just can't swing wide enough, can't pull back far enough to either get that line of sight to try to out-trade Mako nor to get away. Ends up getting picked off. It's 2 members now dead over the C site, and Vision Strikers yet again just default to going to A. Kalala tries to push forward, will get struck down by Buzz, and the site is just completely free.
Yeah, this should be a Vision Strikers round unless we can find some kind of magic here from PTC and Lammy Snacks. They've been pretty good, at least finding a couple kills here and there, because he turret up on top of the boxes, and Vision Strikers begin to fan out. Mako doing a wonderful job here on this flank, reading it early. We saw this very early on where Full Sense likes to get aggressive into the spawn side of the attackers, and Vision Strikers was very ready for it, and now Mako once again positioned to defend against that, but this time coming from a completely different direction.
Fault line does connect. PTC going to be delayed, tries to respond with one of his own, but the flashpoint will stop him from peeking out. Strikers just maintaining their positions here. Lammy Snack's going to try to see if he can find anything on the exit with that Bulldog in hand. Push comes out, but just a bit too wide there from PTC. Stack strikes him down. King gets the final headshot, and Vision Strikers will put another out. It's a solid beginning here for the first half, and Full Sense going to be needing to dig deep to try to turn this around. Don't want to have to get put in those positions that we saw them in the LCQ, where they're down so far at the very beginning and then have to run it back in the second half. If they could at least make this to, 5 rounds or so in the half, that would be fairly successful for them.
And look, once John Olsen or PTC gets heated up, things can get really dicey really fast. And here you go. This is what I'm talking about. FS loves to get aggressive towards the spawn side. It's going to be RB's job to try to lock this down. See if he can get a pick. That's a great flash from Stacks.
From downtown, he sends it out over by C Long. Sends it straight to the box, manages to get enough of a blind there onto John Olsen, and RB feels comfortable enough for the swing.
But look at the spike. It's in no man's land.
It is. They're going to have to try to punch through here. The creep up around the corner might be good enough. RB ready with the Trailblazer. Close. Lammy Stacks. Oh, man, to the line 3! Great spray from him. Knocks him back. And suddenly the advantage is there for Full Sense. 3 members strong. PTC still damn low in HP. They definitely make this a bit more likely for themselves. Superbus will find one. The fake comes.
Round on its head for Full Sense. I love that kind of play.
Yeah, and it's just Vision Strikers being not necessarily on the same page. The timing is a bit off there. They go one after the other rather than double peeking, and they get punished for it. Huge play there from Lammy, and RB now going to be eliminated off the rip. That's going to be the Seekers offline for this round. Lockdown, Rolling Thunder still available. Buzz and Mako also, both just one little pizza slice away from having their ultimates available.
That first pick there from John Olsen is him They set up that smoke earlier, and he just stayed in it. He never got out of it. And this time he kind of baits them a little bit into pushing out ahead, and RB's going to suffer the price for it.
Shalala tucked away. Rolling Thunder not going to connect. He goes for the peek, but King manages to out-trade him. Buzz rotating around the back. Looking for the cross as they try to enter the site, but Superbuzz is still going to be good for the kill. Mako trades it back, however. Making this a 3v3. Lockdown just to force everybody away from the site. Buy some more time here for the attempted retake.
A lot of King's utility there. They're going to send the Seekers out, try to get the information here. They have they're not the Rolling Thunder, excuse me. Just the fault line there to try to push through it. It's catch members of Vision Strikers, but they backed all the way out into C main.
Nanoswarm try and delay here, but as far as post-point utility, there's not too much else to speak of. Stax tries to come leaping out to make it happen, but he's not going to be able to do it. Gravity Well does get used, pulls him off. And Stax now going to go down. Mako is good for a third. Now a 1v1.
Is one of the first players on your lips when you start talking about this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody, it's so difficult to, really try to assess the squad and determine, who is the worst player on Vision Strikers. It's very difficult. But Mako, he gets, a little bit of backward karma there. PTC putting him down. I swear, that Arcane Sheriff, it has increased accuracy. I don't know what it is, but whenever, I'm using that, suddenly I'm clicking heads like I never have before.
That Arcane buff is real, man.
But that's a really great opener there for the side of PTC. They could try to lurk down and get the gun. You can tell they're wary that somebody is still going to be watching that position, so they haven't tried to press down through C long yet to recover that.
And that smoke's out of the hands of the Vision Strikers. There's no more. They've got flashes galore, but now there's no ability to cover off angles. Now they are going to sneak out and get John Olsen here. No problems there, and now they could try to take this site. There is still Lammy here, but he's shut right down by King.
Yeah, one thing that's better than a judge is a headshot from a Phantom or a Vandal. Puts him on the ground. Spike's still going to be planted, and just like that, Vision Strikers back in control despite the early loss of Mako. Let's see if PTC can come up with some more magical shots. It does have the Rolling Thunder if they want to full send it here for this retake.
I think this might be one where you want to save that Rolling Thunder. I mean, maybe you can get something miraculous out of this. They're going to try the Aftershock here. Ooh, but King's going to get shut down from that Aftershock.
Does manage to trade it out. The Aftershock does finish him off, as you say. Flashpoint actually turns back into it, so it does receive quite a full blind there. Another one coming through.
The coaching staff for Vision Strikers has to be given a ton of credit. They're so darn good at converting these players from one role to another. Mako used to be a Jet. RB used to be a Jet. Yeah. Now they're all over the place. Here we go. Buzz, speaking up, just going to crack this site wide open. There's that Rolling Thunder to slow things up. But a Hawk comes out, but John Olsen going to shut down RB.
And makes his way out from Garage. Just managed to find one. Superbuzz taken down by Buzz, but then Buzz falls to PTC. Spike, however, did not get stranded on the site, so they're able to go ahead, rotate out, and look to make their way over to the A site, potentially even B here. We'll have to see what they land on. They're creeping around. Trailblazer will try to scout out through the garage. They want to try to hide here.
They're going to see it.
They pull away. Not sure if it got the spot onto King or not.
They saw at least somebody from Vision Strikers, that's for sure. That dog got out the door and definitely spotted members of them. Now they're going to try to push their way in through garage. PTC here, still expecting a B hit off of the information. So Stax here, dialing something up, trying to change things a little bit. But you got John Olsen in C main there. That's a really nasty crossfire that FS has available for them.
They do. King, though, push right up over towards Defender's access. Won't take Lammy by surprise. Seems like he wasn't anticipating him to be that far into the site. And now it's two members to try to retake this. PTC having already used the Rolling Thunder. Would really love to have it now.
You can see that PTC very aware that the Vision Strikers really like to have people hanging out on off angles, on flanks, and the window is one of the places where they will stick somebody. King, a lot of times, one of the players that really likes to lurk inside of this zone. But I like the setup here from Full Sense, but Vision Strikers just too strong. Just nail two headshots with those Phantoms, shut things down, post-plant opportunity now.
King jiggling around, Stax, I mean, should he need it, does have that Rolling Thunder to get them off the spike, but they're running out of time. And Full Sense will make the call. They say, okay, let's just go ahead, hold on to the weapons. Mako not going to try to push through garage window to get the picks. Just lets them go there.
No, PTC is going to set up inside of B here. Lammy, they're expecting some kind of B hit. That star out in the front of B main there really makes me think that the Vision Strikers are at least considering it or, going to go for a fake. The playbook is so deep for this team.
See what they want to do. John Olsen last time he had the Bladestorm out, wasn't able to find too much value, was cut down by Mako over at C. Long, he's going to be playing out in garage. PTC looking to try to slow things up, and oh, the tailwind not quite going to go where he wanted it to. Stax will strike him down, so yet again, it's going to be a dud of an ult here for John Olsen, just seemingly not in the groove.
This is one of the things that you see from time to time with John Olsen. He has been really nuts so far this year, but he can run cold and he can start making mechanical mistakes like that where he gets punished for it, and that's not good. Again, and the opening pick goes the way of the Vision Strikers. Now they're making their way towards A, where it is just Chalala hanging out up in the top. And it is a rapid rotation here, but we'll see if they can get there in time for full sense.
Vision denied right now, but gets the tag, and that's going to be Stax taken down. Nicely done by Chalala. Push comes through. Lammy Snacks will manage to find King, but it's a kill beyond the grave. A bit of martyrdom there. The Nano Swarm will strike him down.
My eyes are
Mako now
Spike planted.
looking to anchor the site. Finding that third pick on the entry. See what else they can do.
Timing and the placement of that Nano Swarm so good from King. Even though he dies for it, he's able to slow things up and get the reset here. But Super Bus on the flank with the Phantom. Let's see if he can find the backside, but it's RBU's ready for
underside. Not looking, I mean, it's not possible. You know, maybe they can make this an 8-4 if they can win the next two consecutively, but John Olsen, ooh. He'll take the shot anyway, won't get the damage connected, but they at least get the confirmation that an operator has been purchased and that John Olsen is situated at the C site.
Well, it's been so devastating in these rounds here for full sense, and finally they're able to get the operator in the hands of John Olsen. Lammy gonna trade with Buzz. RB pushing on through, let out the guiding light, and then, ooh, but Super Bus.
Not ready for him to be tucked away in the cubby. John Olsen will find Buzz and Stax.
He's absolutely devastating. He's one of the best in the business in the APAC region with this gun, so he is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. Starts out on top of B, but now quickly rotating over towards A to see if he can maybe get himself in a position to try to punish this potential push from the Vision Strikers, who are setting up, looking pretty keen, trying to get into this space.
Buzz does have Blade Storm popped. Just in case he needs it. Cyber Cage gonna come up. First op shot, just taking away the Trailblazer. Blind does go through, gets Chala inside of the Cyber Cage. Push comes out, the blind timing's perfect, and Buzz takes John Olsen's head right off. Now the lockdown's gonna be used on the site. The Seekers not gonna be finding too much. They know exactly where Vision Strikers is. They just can't get to them right now. PTC does have a cheeky little spot, however, in heaven. He's not gonna be caught by that lockdown. Puts about half HP down on King. Can't get that finish yet. Doesn't quite have a great angle for the aftershock. It's him and Lammy against the world. He comes jumping out, looks to find one, will get Buzz, transfers to King, but Stax shuts him down, and now it's all on Lammy Snacks, and he's got to push blindly through this Astra wall. Makes his way in, dive in, 3-9, crazy run back. Needs to be happening right here for the side of Full Sense. Now they're over onto the attack. This is where they do excel. Let's see if they can pull it off. Vision Strikers, of course, very well known for the defensive setups as well.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of taken what FS usually likes to do onto Haven, at least when we've seen them in recent history, and that's try to go for B pushes. FS is one of the best B site hitting teams I've ever seen here on Haven, and Vision Strikers is very set up to kind of bottle that up and contain it. You can see they're already drifting in this direction towards the garage as well, but the Vision Strikers are getting aggressive. They want to push forward, but these shots, this Trailblazer, is going to give a little bit of information over here, but Chalala a little bit late on that shot.
Yeah, it does get the daze out, and that forces the Cyber Cage to be used. Slams it down to the ground. Vision Strikers say, okay. Buzz just going to cycle back. Looks like RB still going to play forward. But they're anticipating that this is not going to be an A hit. That's why you're going to see two members cycling back so they can have a faster rotate and leave RB further forward, just in case.
And obviously, this is such a huge round for FS, excuse me. They really would like to get this pistol win, see if they can find something. But King,
30 seconds left.
Kind of an awkward place here. Looks like they are going to be setting up for the C hit. Time's running down.
Yeah, looks like King, they've just spotted it out, does have that frenzy available. John Olsen pushing forward. Stax managing to find the first kill. Superbus will get rid of the enemy killjoy, but Stax is good for 2. Nice little shutdown there, try to fast-track that Rolling Thunder, but it's taking a considerable amount of damage, and RB doesn't have the healing, so Stack's going to have to play this out a little bit more patiently. RB, however, gets himself out into long, somehow doesn't get that elimination, still puts quite a bit of damage down, finally lines up that. Maybe, Haven, not where he really finds his groove. Perhaps he's going to excel a little bit more when it comes down to Breeze Icebox. We'll have to just wait and see if we can make it that far. Couple shots flying out, looking to tag up Mako there in the back. I see sight, don't manage to get any connections through.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see this map come through here. This is a map that Vision Strikers has said it's their favorite map to play. Now, their results are good, not great on this map across a lot of their play throughout the last year, but they're still, you can see here today, they're really, really strong, especially on the attacker side. This has been kind of the MO of Korean teams. They are so strong because of their ability of their timings, their combos, their kind of polished perfection that they try to achieve.
Corner shot out to John Olsen as he peeks out towards long. Backed up just a bit. Hawk gonna go over the wall. Detroit will confirm their presence. Fault line. It actually does manage to connect onto RB, but push isn't coming through yet, so he's gonna be able to remain safe. They'll hear the orb take. Three members approaching through the sewer, and Lammy Sacks gets a very nice headshot there onto Buzz. John Olsen as well, pushing in from long, cuts down RB. That's gonna be a man advantage here for the side of Full Sense. We'll see if they can translate this into a round win. Nebula comes up, denying vision away from Stacks in Heaven. He'll rotate back down. It seems like it's gonna have to be a three-man hit through this alley access.
Yeah, there's nobody on that covey. That was just pinged by the Vision Strikers, so they're thinking somebody's going to be around that corner, but nobody's there. There's not much utility left here on the side of FS, though. There's that gravity well that King's going to find himself stuck in. Is going to get out-traded by Superbus.
Yeah, gets mowed down with that recovered Spectre. Stacks now trying to push into the site. They'll see Mako on the one side, but they manage to find 2 kills. Stacks comes up with a second. John Olsen taken down. The right clicks from PTC will eliminate Stacks. Now look at the weapons here for the side of Vision Strikers. Going to be kicked back onto the pistols. 3 sheriffs rather, in hand. 2 classics. As they look to stave them off. I mean, this would be one hell of a thrifty from Vision Strikers if they could pull it off, but it seems like Full Sense should be able to get the ball rolling here for the very first time. Trailblazer will spot Mako. Some damage in onto him. Tries to pull away. Seems like he'll be okay. Rolling Thunder just looking to dissuade them from advancing forward into the garage.
Yeah, they do have Rolling Thunder available. That's where I wanted to go with that.
Line, I should say.
Yeah. I was curious. Sorry, I baited you there. That was my fault, Achilles. I was going to say that PTC is sitting on that Rolling Thunder. I mean, kind of mirroring what we saw with Stacks on the breach here. It's such a valuable ult.
Mako just trying to dip and dodge around the bullets. 30 HP remaining for him as he does get tucked away into the cubby. See if he manages to find Superbus. He's thinking about creeping out, but rotation's coming through. Guiding Light not going to spot anything in long. Buzz hasn't seen anything yet. Should have an inkling that they are getting ready to move up.
Just double stack.
Does he want to go for the peek? Blind in, they look for the peek. There's one, there's 2, RP! Down 2, Superbus, however, answering back, and John Olsen found one as well before he did fall. Still good kills out for Full Sense, a 3v3. Spam shots coming through. Lammy not going to hit King. He's actually going to push into the Nebula. He's getting aggressive. His back is turned. He gets the headshots through. Spike's still going to be planted, but now it's going to be rifles recovered. Turret goes out. Superbus has crept over onto that right side. It's short. See if King scouts this out. He sees the gun barrel. He goes for the peek, and King will get struck down. Shalala will find Stacks, and now it all falls to Mako. 30 HP. Very nicely done. And without that play, you have to suspect that Vision Strikers may have been able to steal that round away, so it's very good stuff from Superbus. Now, Full Sense. Let's see if they can keep pushing the envelope here. Full Phantom send here from Vision Strikers. And the 2 Vandals in for Full Sense. Push forward, break down the garage door a bit. Spike going to be picked up, and it seems like they might turn their sights towards A yet again. Start inching forward, and Buzz lurking in sewer at the moment, peeking into a lobby.
Superbus able to keep himself hidden behind that corner. Going to try to set up a few stars here and there potentially. They're going to lead the way with the Trailblazer toward Buzz. Immediately, RB rotating over for the assistance. Stacks filling in onto the B-Link side of things, and a ton of stars coming out here from Superbus.
That's a bit worrisome here if you're Buzz. Stun comes out, but actually they're not going to push into him. Rolling Thunder. Let's get cleared out. Oh, John Olsen looking away for just a moment, but does manage to identify that Stacks is behind the box, gets that kill. Mako in the meantime trading out. Superbus will fall off screen. John Olsen though. Tucked away, left side on this alley access as Mako makes his way into Heaven. Pushes out King, ready for it. Doesn't take any damage either. Comes up with a clean kill.
Unbelievable. This angle here from RB and Buzz is going to be killer potentially for FS.
Just waiting out the aftershock. Buzz making his way forward, spots PTC, gets him in the head. Lammy trying to get the cross, doesn't manage to transfer it into the second player. Shalala, he needs to do it, he can't get it done. Only manages to find one. Odds were stacked against him. The spike will be diffused. Vision Strikers now just one round under as well.
Get out of my way.
That's going to be the Blade Storm pop by John Olsen. Spots one. Mako again going to be in the back of sight. And he's just going to go ahead and use that opportunity to get across to the opposite side. Playing that back left corner. You can see John Olsen peeking around the box. Not necessarily privy to this information that Mako has transferred spots. Nebula going to be popped. That's just going to further delay. King standing there just in case he needs to use the lockdown to further dissuade them.
Yeah, not much information gained here for Full Sense. They don't really have much of an idea of where the Vision Strikers are or what they want to do. There's nobody that's pushed up towards Ace. You can see the pings coming down here for the Vision Strikers as they know that the push is beginning towards A main here. Trailblazer is
Really
going to smart out RB. Yep.
Oh, RB trying to go for the push here.
Wow.
Cyber Cage going to deny his vision away, though. Very nicely timed there by Chalala. Could have been catastrophic otherwise, so nicely done by him. Keeps his team alive, and it's going to be a rotate back over towards C. Goody now making their way forward. No one's going for the garage approach. It's just going to be a full 5-man hit. Straight up default. Dash into the smoke. Blades are out. Oh, but he's going to be whipping them. Still manages to draw down with the classic. Finds stacks in the head. Mako in the meantime finds 2, and King will strike down John Olsen. PTC comes up with 1. Gets rid of the Astra. Gets rid of the Killjoy. Now 2v2 for the retake. Vision Strikers, they spot one. Chala takes him out. Bladestorm's out. A ball! The right click from Buzz. He pulls it off in an instant. The defuse is there, and Vision Strikers have locked in their 12th round win.
Unbelievable.
Tier lists, players that are here at this event, very much earning those honors. Again, looking to play a bit of a nice little duo here over at A long. Trailblazer will start. Buzz looking for the peak as they go to destroy it. Takes a little bit of damage. So does John Olsen.
This Buzz RB combo has been absolutely fantastic. They're playing off each other's utilities so darn well, but a good fault line. Buzz able to dash out of the way. RB follows up.
Oh, he just lands right in front of PTC, but still manages to get the headshot. John Olsen wasn't there for the counterplay to try to shut them down. Buzz now around the back. John Olsen manages to get both of them, though. Oh, the transfer from one to the other shuts them down, but Stacks now in such a cheeky little spot. Spots Lammy, cuts to the other side of the wall, finds it, gets the